Hello, Jessica. Thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Hey, Miss Tanya. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for asking. So I know we met last week, and this was our follow-up meeting,
Mhm.
just to check in and see how things are going, and if we needed any additional help with anything. So I know today you were supposed to go to the courthouse today
I
and
did.
file your response. How did that go?
So I did. I got it finished, and I went ahead and submitted it. And the clerk there, she told me that basically I don't have any updated information past that. I just gave it to the clerk there, and she told me that I would hear something back, in the next couple of days or so from the for either a court date or if I get an extension or something of that nature. So
Okay, okay, good, good, good.
I did
I
get
know,
that done
I
though.
know that was worrying you, and I know
Mhm.
that's a lot. You're dealing with a lot right now, but you're just so brave and you're doing such
Thank
a good
you.
job.
Thank you.
And so I know some of the other things that we talked about, of course, the eviction, but we also talked about, your job search, and that also parenting is a little challenging right now. You have
Yeah.
two children. And so that was a little challenging right now, dealing with all the other things that are understandable. And then we also talked about, that you were feeling, because of all those things that were happening, you were feeling depressed. And so I
Mhm.
did provide you with some resources. And so,
Mhm.
again, this is just to kind of follow up and see how did those things work out for you. So you have filed the eviction. And so then we also are looking at, I gave you some other resources. So can you tell me a little bit about how did those work out for you?
So I did go to the Goodwill and do the resume. I have an job
Mm-hmm.
interview. I have one
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow
Okay,
morning.
good,
So
good,
fingers
good.
crossed. Yes,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
excited. So I did
yes.
get help with my resume there, and they just gave me some job leads. And so, like I said, I go tomorrow morning. Um, I'm just hoping that I really get this, this
Mm-hmm.
position. I'm really banking on it because at least once I hear something back from the courts, I can at least let them know I've established, some type of work.
Yes,
So that's
yes.
good. Advantage for the, just like me trying to follow up with them. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't just yet. I just kind of was taking it one by, just trying to take steps one
Okay,
by one. So I
okay.
haven't, but I plan on contacting them. Maybe when I leave here, I have enough time before they close to call them.
Okay, okay. Well, you've done some great things to try to,
Yeah.
get yourself back on track. And so I know sometimes we have to prioritize,
Yes.
those things that are needed immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that's good though. You still have it on your list and you're still going to follow up. So it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay sometimes that we all have to do
Right.
that. Um, and so we also talked about some of the other resources as well. I know there was some, just in case there were some shelter options. Did you
Mm-hmm.
follow up with them as well?
I did follow up there as well. I was put on a wait list.
Okay,
So I
okay,
am on the wait list currently. As the last time I called them, they didn't have any room for me and the kids together. But when I did speak to them again, and I just let them know that I had met with you, they did add me to a wait list. So
okay.
I'm waiting to hear back from that just in case. So things are kind of like aligning a little bit. Um, I did also go ahead and apply for unemployment, and the only reason I did that
Uh huh.
was because the position that I lost, it was kind of like a they went through and just kind of just taking away some of the programs that we had, and
Okay.
I wasn't the only person, so it was like a company wide change that was made.
Yes.
And so maybe if the job doesn't work out, at least I still have some type of income to get back to our needs. So I did do that as well.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's very challenging sometimes when jobs downsize, and it just
Mhm.
makes it difficult for the employees, and because you still
Mhm.
have your responsibilities of making sure that you and your children have a place. So that's good.
Yeah.
Good. I mean, I'm so glad that you were able to still, you're taking a lot of steps
Yeah.
to ensure that you guys have what you need. And so thank you so much for sharing that information with me. I really do appreciate
I
it.
know. I thank you for giving me, just kind of like a head start on things because honestly, I was so lost from the beginning. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I really wanted to throw the towel in. I didn't know where to start or like what I could do or what
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know about some of the things that was out there, until you told me about them. So I was kind of, it was like the blind leading the blind. Some of the coworkers, we were all talking like
Mm-hmm.
what we could do and so I
Mm-hmm.
did share with them. I hope that you're okay with it. I did share with my coworker who was going through some of the same things that I was. because me and her were in the same department.
Mm-hmm.
So I did share your information with her just so that maybe she can kind of talk to you too to see where, what resources are for her, because I know everybody's different, but
Mm-hmm. No. That you can share my information. That's fine. And so, just kind of talking about some of the same things that that I discussed with you initially, kind of some of the qualifications for the
mm-hmm.
program. And so they can call and they can complete an intake just like you did as well. And
Okay.
so they'll be, and then they'll be able. And then that'll make a decision if they'll be able to,
Right.
receive our services or not.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for sharing, thinking about other people as
Of
well.
course.
Do you have any other questions for me about anything?
Um, I think as of right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of just like in the waiting seat, just kind of waiting to see what my responses are like from the judge,
Mm-hmm.
what's going to go there. So I'm kind of content right now. I don't
Mm-hmm.
have any other questions, or um, I think I'm kind of okay right now.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much for meeting with me today. What I'm going to do is just kind of recap
Mhm.
what we talked about today. I know we've kind of revised our plan
Yeah.
to just kind of include some additional resources, which is great, wonderful. So I know we talked about that you file your notice, your response
Mhm.
to the eviction. And so you're just kind of waiting to hear back from that. So let me know when you hear back from that,
Okay.
if you have a date or if they're able to give you an extension now that you've reached out to some additional resources. Also, I know we talked about that you applied for unemployment,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's another avenue for financial support
Yeah.
that you can tap into, and that hopefully, if the job search doesn't work out just right now,
Right.
but you'll have an additional resource that we hope that will work out very soon.
Right.
And then we talked about that you're going to put on pause right now, going to Advantage just to work on your mental health,
Mm-hmm.
because some of these things I know are causing some of those issues,
Right.
just dealing with, the stress and the strain of trying to make sure that you and your children have a place to go. So I want to thank you so much for meeting with me today and for sharing with me this information. You're doing such a wonderful job
Thank you.
and making great strides to make sure that you and your family are supported and get the resources that you need. And so, again, we schedule to meet in another week. Does that sound okay?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I do have some availability on next Wednesday,
Okay.
which will be a week away from today.
Okay.
And so, are you okay? Yeah, and I have an availability at 3 p.m.
Okay. If anything changes, so if I do get that job, I'm going tomorrow. I'll just let you know,
Okay.
and then if I have to change that date or time, then we'll move forward from that point. But I'll call you just to double check.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. No
But for now,
problem.
yes, I'm open to do
Okay.
that.
Thank you. So just call me. And then if you need to reschedule, we can do that. That's no problem at
Okay.
all. So again, Jessica, thank you so much for meeting with me today. If you need anything, don't hesitate to give me a call, email me, whatever is most convenient for you. Okay. And
Okay.
I'll talk to you next week.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Bye bye.